Yo, what's up everyone? Okay, so obviously, E3 season is upon us. We're gonna have Bandai Namco's basically panel and stuff on the 15th of June, I'm pretty sure. So we've got that coming up, and obviously with that, we've got some leaks and stuff coming out. Now, now obviously this is on 4chan, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because obviously like fighters and stuff got leaked in a similar way, and we've had like a screenshot and stuff, but here we just have a bunch of text. So I'm basically going to be going through this in this video, and we'll see what we're working with here with this game. But yeah, so again, obviously just keep this in mind that it might not be true, and if it isn't, then it is what it is. But I do like covering these things because it's interesting to see everyone's perspective and stuff. So of course, as we go through this, I do want to know your opinions on this in the comments below. So if you guys actually want to see a My Hero FighterZ and stuff, because obviously by the title, that's what's being leaked here. It's definitely interesting. So we're gonna go through the post here, and basically just see what they've got going on. So at the moment, basically, I'm gonna be going through this. So this person that posted on here, they're obviously anonymous. So it says basically Arc System Works is currently working on a My Hero Academia fighting game that is planned to be announced at E3. Before I break down what I know, let me just answer two questions preemptively. So the first question is, why choose My Hero Academia over something more popular like One Piece or Ju Jutsu Kaisen? And then the answer is, a couple of different series were being tossed around, One Piece and Ju Jutsu Kaisen being two of them. But My Hero Academia was settled on for a few reasons. Feature events in the anime being seen as a potential boost in popularity, and then basically just as if you read the manga you'll know, and then the coming movie as well, as a future animated project. So basically we already know that what the movie is right now, like we've had a few trailers and stuff. And then the other question is, why make a new fighting game when Once Justice 2 just got a new season of DLC announced? And Namco Bandai feels that Once Justice 2 and Arena Fighters in general occupy a more casual market than more traditional fighters, but they also notice that in general, more competitive fighters draw more attention with tournaments and such. They want to get said attention to My Hero Academia. The game is also planned to be released closer to the end of One Justice DLC cycle anyway, so I mean, so far it kind of makes sense, okay? And if you guys as well are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and drop a like right now, because I'll be covering way more different news and things like that. We're on the road to 200k at the time of this video. We're almost at 101k subscribers, which is ridiculous in itself. So, now to the game itself. There's 4 buttons, obviously as you know, L, M, H, and then support action. 2v2 with 1 assist, so that's kind of interesting. That is a bit different from Fighters, because Fighters has 3v3, and then each of the characters basically gets used as an assist when you're fighting like one-on-one. So roster consists of playable and assist-only characters, which, makes sense. Assist can range from offensive to defensive, with type varying by character. And obviously now we have each character has access to support items. That is what the support action is tied to. Support actions vary by item and can range from simple projectile to something that can affect your mobility. Gameplay is more grounded and not as combo heavy. Okay, well, if it's not as combo heavy, then it's, this is what fighting games are all about. They're about, combos and stuff. So that's definitely a bit interesting here. There'll be stage transitions similar to Guilty Gear Strive and Dragon Ball FighterZ. No idea what kind of netcode it's going to have. So that... That's also not looking too good right now as well. But uses the same tech that Guilty Gear and FighterZ does for its aesthetic. However, it goes for a comic book look with harsh shadows and thicker outlines. So okay, that's definitely interesting in itself. And now we're going to the second bit of information. So this person says, I was also told about the story mode and the planned roster of playable characters, but not what the assist characters and support items are. There's information the story mode is given. So now we're going into the story mode information here. So, the story takes place during the Endeavor Agency arc, introduces an American corporation named Daedalus, who got popular a few years prior for their sponsored heroes and recently gained worldwide recognition after announcing that they're capable of giving quirks to quirkless children. Okay, that's interesting. Recently branched out into Japan. Shortly prior to their arrival in Japan, a number of Japanese heroes got accused of committing criminal acts. It is later revealed that 3 individuals at Daedalus is behind the heroes turning into criminals. Coleen Forge, the face of the company, whose quirk allows her to replicate any quirk based on the information she knows about it, but she can only have one at a time. She outwardly acts nice and motherly, but her true personality is cold and calculated. She recognizes an inefficiency in real heroes, so she aims to replace them with all the ones that can be controlled more easily and thus made more effective. Wow, this sounds a bit familiar, you know. Cedric Grant, whose own quirk allows him to take person's quirks and implant it into another living creature. He, however, cannot use that quirk himself. He is described as a sarcastic and cynical person who believes quirks are a danger to innocent people, and heroes are given too much freedom with their quirks, so he wants to work with Coleen to replace heroes with more easily controlled ones. So, obviously, they just want to replace the current heroes that we have going on with more controlled ones, because, you know, that's what companies do. So, then we have it continued. A guy who just goes by the name of Daedalus, his quirk allows him to create living beings from his own fat. They quickly wither and die when they get hungry. He's an obese RC type who speaks in flamboyant and almost poetic manner. He doesn't care much about others' plans and just wishes to create heroes to be admired. Okay, I mean, so far these kind of make sense. Like, at least story mode wise, it kind of makes sense. They initially wanted to kidnap heroes and use Daedalus to create replacements, but that plan wasn't effective, so they started finding quirkless orphans and raising them like a cult in order to make them easy to control. Again, that kind of makes sense here. They also indoctrinate any children who are brought to them by parents looking to give their child a quirk. They still use Daedalus' creations to discredit existing heroes to boost the clout of their sponsored ones. The police and a few heroes, along with US students, put together a task force to figure out why heroes are committing crimes. Daedalus is eventually exposed, leading them to go for a full-scale attack on Japan with their sponsored heroes. Most of the battles are just nuke battles similar to, you know, Street Fighter V, with some character battles against clone heroes. Final battle is between Deku and Coleen. Okay, so pretty standard stuff here. Obviously, this is some story spoilers and stuff, but, you know, didn't really play fighting games for the story anyways, at least me personally. You know, play it for the actual battles and online and ranked and things like that, and having raid battles and stuff. So now we're up to the roster here, and the roster, basically, not everyone is obviously going to be playable in the story mode, but we've got Midoriya, we've got Bakugo, Todoroki, Uraraka, Lida, Kirishima, Asui, Eraserhead, All Might, Endeavor, Miria, Nejire, Tamaki, Endeavor, obviously, Gang Orca, Mirka, Hawks, Best Jeanist, Edgeshot, Fat Gum, Pixie, Bob, Shigaraki, Toga, Dabi, and Coleen. So, and then there's, okay, what is this? So basically there'll be 2 secret characters that can be unlocked by beating the story. These 2 are related to that quote-unquote future animated project. They are Koichi Haimawari and Koen Hachisuka. I had to look these 2 up. They're from the spin-off manga Vigilante. So that's pretty cool if this is the case. I wasn't told what this animated project was. Supposed to be my best guess is an OVA. Okay, so never mind. I was completely wrong on what the animated thing is. So this is just basically might be an OVA. There are plans for DLC, but I wasn't told who was on it. Only 7 students to know, all for 1. Damn. So basically, it seems like, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. This could be true, this couldn't be true. Personally, for me, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have another fighters like game, but it's also at the same time, I think that another series would have been really cool to have this for Naruto, obviously, but Naruto I think would be really dope with a fighter style game. Maybe we could have something like that in the future. I guess they are going for My Hero at the moment because it is getting hype. But at the end of the day, we still don't know if it's going to be My Hero or if it's going to be something else, because, you know, this is not like a confirmed leak or anything like that. This is on freaking 4chan of all places. So, you know, again, just take this with a grain of salt. If you guys are new to the channel, of course, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out greatly. Just let me know if you guys do want to see something like this, or let me know if you guys want to see this for a different game, series, franchise. And yeah, this has been it from me. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. I will see you guys later. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and peace out.